Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, easy, Nelly. Hee-haw. Right back at you. You're gonna get your name. Just keep your pants on, alright? Anyway, so welcome back to Mindcrack. We are about to do our naming day for our mule here. And thank you all for the lovely suggestions. Excuse me, move your buttocks. Oh dear, I missed. That's not funny. Are you laughing? I don't like you laughing at my mule, see? Of course, if you were all just to apologize, maybe I can make him forget about it. Yeah, that's Clint Eastwood, my impression of Clint Eastwood in Fistful of Dollars. Of course, I don't remember the lines, but I will go remember those lines when we take a break here quickly. But let's do the naming, shall we? So we had a lot of good suggestions. Thank you very much. And we are going to go with one. Unfortunately, we can only use one name. Let's start with the runners-up. Bill from Lord of the Rings. Remember Bill? Yes, excellent suggestion there. Thank you very much. I'll put a little link up here on the top of the video so you can see that. Big shout out to that person. And the other one was, what was the other one? Apologize. I thought Apologize was pretty slick. And Apologize, the gentleman that suggested Apologize suggested that because of Clint Eastwood in The Fistful of Dollars, the mule that gets laughed at, and of course Clint gets all upset and he shoots a bunch of people because of it. So that was the runner-up. Second runner-up. And for the winner, we have Ferris Mueller. As in Bueller? Bueller? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Okay, yeah, you get the idea. Alright, so Ferris Mueller. I hope I spelled that right. It is M-U-E-L-L-E-R, I hope, right? It's not M-E-U-E, I don't know. Anyway, so there you go, my friend. Ferris Mueller. Welcome to the phone book. You are somebody now. So now, I gotta get you a saddlebag, don't I? Because we're gonna ride you into town, just like Clint did. Clint Eastwood, in one of the best westerns ever made. That would be Fistful of Dollars that I was just mentioning. What I need to do is go watch the clip of that movie so I can get the lines right. What are the best scenes in movie history right there? When Clint Eastwood, the no-name, well, he's a gringo, right? He rides into, it's a spaghetti western. He rides into town on a mule, and a whole bunch of bad guys shoot at the mule, and the mule goes all crazy, and it runs off, and then Clint comes back, and he's a little upset about that. And what I need to do is go watch that scene so I can do proper justice for Clint. So I'm going to do that, and when I come back, we'll do a quick impression. So mules can't have armor, unfortunately. We're going to put the armor here. We're going to give him some saddlebags. We have a saddle. I'm just going to get ready. We're going to head back into town. We're going to ride that mule back into town and finish up the trading post. So I've got some ideas for that. I think what I'm going to have to do, however, is do a whole bunch of collecting first. I'm going to go get some wood. I need more clay. Yeah. Let me go grab everything, and then I'll meet you back here, and we'll ride into town on a mule, shoot some bad guys, and we'll finish up that trading post. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Man, this Aqua Affinity actually works pretty well. This is a helmet I picked up off of a zombie? Skeleton? I don't really remember exactly where I got it, but I'm glad I got it. Look at this. Huh? Digging underwater like nobody's business right here. Uh-huh. All right, I think we're ready to head into town riding on a mule. There you go, Ferris. And how about some saddlebags, buddy? Oh, we don't have to hold down shift. There you go. It looks good on you, too. Uh-huh. No, it doesn't make you look fat. Just a little hippie, but, you know. Oh, you can't jump the fence, can you? Okay. Woo. All right, then. I'll just lead you out old-fashioned style. Come on. Oh, dear. What did I do with the gates here? I screwed something up, didn't I? No. No. Snowcat. Come on. You get back in there. Yeah, I guess I messed up. Let me just fix this. Guess I done messed up. Now, do I have... Whoa, Doc M blowed up. Sorry, Doc. Whoa. Okay, there we go. That's what I really wanted. 3 in a row. Okay, tic-tac-toe. 3 in a row. Let's stuff some stuffs in your bags here, okay? Because that's just cool. There we go, Ferris. Hope you don't mind carrying my burdens. Oh, that's awesome! Oh, you're a pretty tough guy. And hey, you're not so slow. Oh, this is great. Ride my mule. Come on, Ferris. We're taking the day off, bro. Alright, welcome back. So we're in town. Ferris and I had a rather uneventful trip here, but check this out. Somebody's moving in next to the trading post. Looks like a rather large project. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's Guude. I saw him mention on Skype that he wanted to build something here in this plot, realized that he hadn't marked it off beforehand, and then noticed that I started my trading post here, so he's going to try to squeeze it in between the cathedral, Ethos Place, and the trading post, but it looks like he's okay. Hope so, anyway. But this is going to be kind of a small build, so it shouldn't encroach too much upon the community area or Guude's selected spot. So, let's get started. Let's finish this up, rather. I'm all out of coal, so I'm just going to have to make sure. I'm just going to use up the brick that I have right now and hope that it's enough just to get this part done. Should be okay. 48. That might do it. Let's just put that in there. I'm going to need more wood, most likely. But anyway, I wanted to tell you guys... somebody's floating about. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's probably somebody's cameraman. Who the devil? Okay, it's gone. Zisto has a cameraman, and I think maybe Beef has a camera. Basically, a cameraman is an account that another account that you put up somewhere that has flying capability, and you can put it up somewhere in the sky if you want to do like a time lapse from a different angle. So we do allow that, although those flyers, that's all they do. They're not used for anything else. Everything here is done legitimately. Okay, so let's finish this up. I'm just going to match that other side, obviously. And oh yeah, I want to tell you about this Clint Eastwood thing, right? So if you're as old as I am, but you don't even have to be as old as I am, you just have to be a Clint Eastwood or Western movie fan, then you would know who Clint Eastwood is. I would hope so, anyway. If not, shame on you. I'm going to put a link down below so you can go watch this clip of Clint in one of the best movies, one of the best Westerns ever made, Fistful of Dollars. So, The Fistful of Dollars is a spaghetti Western, as they call them, made by, I forget his name, Sergio something. He worked with Clint for a long time. Clint is just the coolest. He was the coolest cat back in, this is like in the 70s, right? Wow. Yeah, definitely not going to have enough of anything, really. But we'll get as far as we can. Oops. And Clint rides into this town. He's got no name. And he's on a mule. So, now in this town, there are two families in this town. One's called the Rojos, and the other one's the Baxters. And they're not friendly with each other. So they both kind of share the town. They both want to own the town. The Baxters and the Rojos. They want to be, the big bosses in town. So they're constantly at odds against one another, and each family has their own gang, essentially. So it's the Rojos family, and they hire a bunch of thugs. On one end of the street is the Rojos. On the other end of the street, it's just a main drag running through the middle of this old western town, right? And the Rojos on one end, and the Baxters on the other. And then Clint decides to come to this town because he sees an opportunity to make a lot of money working for each of the families without the other family knowing. So that's his plan. That's why it's called A Fistful of Dollars. So anyway, he rides into town on a mule. I don't know why he has a mule. I don't remember why. I don't even know if it's part of the story or if it matters, really. But he does ride into town on a mule. So that right there is fairly comical, right? This rough and tough-looking cowboy guy rides into town on a mule, and a bunch of thugs that are sitting. He's at the Baxter side of the town, right? And so these guys are all sitting there, and they see him ride into town, like, oh, easy pickings, right? Of course, they're a bunch of thugs, and they'll pick on anybody because they have the numbers. So there's like 3 of them hanging out there. So here comes Clint. I should probably get rid of that because things are going to climb up it and get me that way. So he's on this mule, and all these guys see him coming, and they start shooting at him. You know, so they approach him or whatever. I don't remember the specifics, but they do take a couple of shots at the mule, right at the mule's feet. So the mule flips out, right, freaks out, takes off, and of course Clint ends up on the ground, and he kind of dusts himself off, no big deal. He's cool. He'll get his revenge, right? So he walks away. A little while later, he comes back, and this is where the comedy ensues. So I'm going to replay this scene. This is one of the best scenes in movie history, certainly in Western history in Clint's career. And I'm going to put a link down below. It's a 4-minute clip. You got to see it. It's hilarious. But I'm going to replay it for you right now. Because I did look it up and I watched it, and now I'm going to do it again. But wait, what are we doing right now? I need to... You know what? Oh, that's a little mini guy. Oh, it's Bub. Bub found me. Bub, I have nothing for you, Bub. I don't really feel like doing a Bub right now because I want to do Clint. So... Oh, darn. I need to get my stone out there. I'm going to have to kill Bub. Sorry, Bub. Come here. I'm sorry, Bub. Don't worry, Bub is immortal. He'll come back. He'll show up back at my tree, looking for something. What do I do with all the stone? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna need a lot more wood too, actually. I'm gonna need wood for the flooring, but also for a lot of chests, and I need to make trapped chests because this is not gonna work. Which means I need iron. I'm really not prepared to do the chest part. Alright. Well, I'll tell you the story anyway, as we do. Let's make some slabs here. Maybe lots of slabs. Let's just make the whole thing slabs. Hello! Get inside. So, Clint decides he's going to come back to this town. I mean, come back to where the Baxters are hanging out. And not on his mule. So he leaves the mule and he walks up to these guys. Actually, he's walking toward them, and there's a coffin maker guy, and he's sitting there working on a coffin. Clint walks past him as he's walking toward the thugs, and he says, "Get 3 coffins ready." And that's his voice. It's the coolest voice ever. Now you got to picture this guy, right? Clint's got this great hat. He's got a cigar, like just a small cigar. It's not a big whopping monstrous thing. You know, the cigars he smoked in these movies were like just a little bit thicker than regular cigarettes, but it's a real cigar. So he's smoking that, and he's got a poncho. He's wearing a poncho. So you can't really see his arms or his gun. You know he's got one, right? Let's make a couple of chests here. I'm going to have to go and get some iron. Darn! Because I wanted to kind of demonstrate what this was going to look like and how it was going to work. But I need trapped chests. Alright, let's go see if there's some iron around here. Hey, what are you doing to Ferris, man? Oh, man, oh, man. Take that. Alright, come on, Ferris, let's go. B-dubs! It's the B-double-O! Let's see if he laughs at my mule. I want to finish the story before... Hey, bro! Thanks, not quite done. I need some iron. Got any? And so, Trader Joe's has made its first trade. We didn't use the actual system I'm going to implement here, but anyway, B-Dubs came by to take a look, and he let me borrow 21 iron ingots, and therefore I do not have to ride Ferris all the way back home for my own iron. Now, what I'm going to do is just make up the rest of the stuff I need, and as I do that, I'm going to finish up my story about the movie. So, I think I need 20 more of these. So anyway, so now Clint is Clint Eastwood's here at these with the Baxter boys, right? The hired guns, and now they get up off the fence that they're sitting on, and they're taunting him. So one of them says, "We don't like to see bad boys like you in town." And again, I have to use this accent because it's kind of an Italian, Mexican, Spanish type accent, and it's all dubbed, and it's really bad. The lips move, and the words don't really match. So it's pretty comical. So you have to picture this. And again, I do recommend you go and watch this clip down below. There's a link down below anyway. So this guy says that we don't like to see bad boys like you in town. And then another guy says, "Go get your mule. You let him get away from you." So, and then they laugh, right, at Clint. And I'm reading this off my Mac, so I'm trying to do this all at the same time here. This is why I'm flipping back and forth. I think I need 10 of these. So then Clint says, "You see, that's what I want to talk to you about. He's feeling real bad." Of course, he's talking about the mule, and the guys are like, one of them says, "Huh?" Oops, wrong one. And so then Clint says, "My mule. You see, he got all riled up when your men fired those shots at his feet." So now they're looking at this guy like he's crazy, right? So now they're all thinking like, okay, he's going to draw. So they all start getting their guns ready. And then another guy says, "Hey, are you making some kind of joke?" And then Clint says, "No, see, I understand you men were just playing around, but the mule, he just doesn't get it. Of course, if you were all to apologize." And then they start laughing. Right? So then Clint looks down at his feet, and then he lifts up his poncho from one side, his right side. That's where his gun is, right? One pistol, and his revolver. And then he flips the poncho over his other shoulder. Is this going to work? Oops. And now they know he's serious, right? So then he says, so Clint says to them, "I don't think it's nice you laughing. See, my mule don't like people laughing. He gets the crazy idea you're laughing at him. Now, if you all apologize, like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it." So now they're looking at him like he's crazy. And then there's silence. And the music starts to play. And so they're all staring at each other. One guy spits and Clint looks down at it. Then they draw. Because they draw first. And then Clint opens up on them. And it turns out there's 4 of them. Not the 3 coffins, right? So he shoots all 4. Got to get those sound effects in there, because that's what it's like. Like the sound effects were just so bad, but they were effective. And then so then he flips his poncho back down or something, and he's just all cool about it, right? And then the music, then this whistle, and I'll never forget. It's not a whistle; it's this music that it plays constant throughout this particular movie, and it's like after everybody's lying on the ground, they're all dead, right? He flips his pistol around in his finger, holsters it, turns around, starts walking, and the music goes. Dun, 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 dun. Just never forget it. Anyway, so I'll put a link down below. You guys have to watch it. It is hilarious. Oh, wait, I need more boxes. I need... Oh. No. 26 is only the beginning. Holy mackerel, I need 52. I need another 26. I forgot about that. I need to put some up top, so I'm going to need a lot more wood. So anyway, as he's walking, so he turns and he walks back the way he came, and he walks past the coffin maker, who's been watching this whole thing, right? And, you know, the coffin maker doesn't really particularly like the gangs, the Baxter gang, or the Brojos either, so he's all happy that Clint survived. And as Clint walks past this old guy, the old coffin maker man, he does the whole, rubs his chin, you know, scratches the stubble, and he's like, still walking, doesn't even look at him, and he says, "My mistake, make that 4 coffins." Because he shot 4 guys, not 3. There was another guy there. Extra guy ended up showing up, so Clint killed him too. Go check it out, please. I probably totally botched it up. You know, relaying that scene to you guys doesn't sound all that fantastic. But if you watch it, you will love it. You will favorite it and give it a like. It's awesome. And you will sing that tune. Anyway, so, yeah, spaghetti westerns, Clint Eastwood, fistful of dollars, and then he did a, for a few dollars more. Same character. It's the same kind of drifter guy. And he's just out just looking to make a lot of money. And he's good at it. And he's really fast with a gun. And he rides a mule. That's the best part about it. So that's what the whole point of that particular story is, that I am going to be riding a mule from now on into town. He does have saddlebags, which is pretty awesome. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to show you guys exactly how this system is going to work. Okay? And I still don't have enough chests, but I can at least make... I can at least get some of this started just for demonstration purposes. So I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Okay, we are just about done here, folks. However, I'm all out of wood and all out of time. It is my lunch break, and I haven't had anything to eat yet, and I'm starving Marvin. So this is probably a good time to do a demonstration. I think I have enough here in place to give you guys an idea of how this is supposed to work, and hopefully it actually gets used. I don't know, but it's here for use, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, so basically everybody on the server is going to have 2 boxes. So we have a box for trade items and a box for wants. And why don't we go ahead and put a sign relatively in the center here to let others know this is how this works. So I'm going to put 4 trade here. Of course, I will let everybody know in Skype anyway that's on the server, so they get this right. And I'll put instructions as well on the wall here. So, and then over here on the bottom row, we're going to have goods that are wanted by the individual. So let's put an arrow pointing down. So the upper row is items that the person is willing to trade. They have excess of it. They don't need it anymore, so it is available for trade. And then down here we'll have a sign with our immediate wants, our top priorities. So when somebody comes in here, they can just see it right off the bat. They can see the signs and get an idea of what people need without rifling through the boxes. Originally, I thought maybe we'd put a book in here and write down stuff, but that doesn't make any sense. So we want this to be pretty quick and at a glance. So let's say, for example, Paul Soares Jr., that's me. I have a bunch of stuff that I don't need anymore. I'm done with the stone. I'm done with bricks. I don't need that stone either. And we'll put that in there too. Let's say I've just completed a project and I don't need that stuff anymore. So I'm going to put it here, available for trade. So down here in this box, this is what I want. I'm going to prioritize based on my most significant need and desire. I want sand and or glass. This is my #1 thing because I'm going to be working on the Monster Museum, Monster Zoo underground, and I want to have glass walls. So that's one thing, and then I might have, say, rail or iron. That might be asking for a bit much. So I think it's probably a good idea to ask for things that aren't too outrageous, like, you know, a Fortune 3 pick. But Fortune 3 pick. So I only have 3 items that I'm really looking for. So that's just an example. So now let's say I'm Adlington and I'm coming in here and I'm going to say, and let's say I've got a ton of sand, right? I'm going to bring that with me in my mule's saddlebags because I know we're going to make some trades. So I'm going to bring a bunch of crap that I don't want or need, dirt, coal, whatever. So I'm going to look, let's say I have a lot of sand, and I'm going to look through here and say, okay, nobody needs sand. Oh, sand. Paul Soares Jr. needs sand. Let's see what he's got for trade. Oh, perfect. Okay, well, as Adlington, maybe I'm working on something that requires brick. So I'm going to take these brick. And, maybe that's stone too, because that's worth 64 sand, and I have 64 sand. So now I'm going to dump in 64 sand. Just pretend that's 64 sand, right? And that seems like a pretty fair trade. So basically how this works is you take from here, right? And you put in here. So it's a give and take. There is an honor system here, obviously, and I think everyone here understands honor pretty well. Otherwise, the system breaks down completely. So hopefully people don't just take and not give. So that's the whole idea, is it's a give and take. If you take something, you leave something, and hopefully people make good judgment calls as far as value is concerned. I don't really, it doesn't have to be a one-for-one thing. You don't have to get, like, if I leave 64 sand, I may not take 64 brick back, but sand is sand, brick is actually harder to get, so it's just going to be a judgment call in that regard. And of course I'll put up some instructions here as well so people know what the heck's going on. And I have to finish up these signs and toss a roof up here. It will be good to go. Alright, I'm starving Marvin, so I'm going to go eat. But and someone gave me a nice suggestion for a name here. We're going to call this Trader Junior's, like Trader Joe's. I thought that was pretty clever. And we're going to call it Trader Junior's Trading Post. Still under construction, so we'll just make sure people understand that. There we go. Bam! Good enough. And I think it's time to eat, my friends. I mean, no, not eat my friends, but eat my friends. So there you go. Again, these are just examples, and I'm going to put all the signs up here. Finish that up, toss a roof off, and we're good. And we're good. All right. I'm out of here, everybody. Hope to see you soon. I think I'm going to ride back home to my tree on my mule. I don't want to leave my mule over here, actually. I'll just put him inside. I don't have time to go all the way back home, so let's just put him inside where he's safe. All right, let's ride, mule. You're not making fun of my mule, are you? You see, my mule, he don't like people laughing. He gets a crazy idea you're laughing at him. Of course, if you were all just to apologize, I might convince him that you were just messing around. That you didn't mean it. Yeah, that's what he really says. Alright, awesome. Very good. Alright, guys and gals, we'll see y'all soon. And don't forget, don't be laughing at my mule. Alright, take care. Bye-bye. How you doing on chow?
Good. I have 25 bread.
Okay. You really should supplement that with some meat.
Well, I don't have any meat.
Not a lot of protein in bread, Flint.
And steel.
Flinty.
Hey, where'd you come from? The skeleton just popped out of nowhere.
Ooh, dungeon maybe.
And there's a zombie with a helmet on up here.
Oh, that's some bling, baby. Oh, watch out.
Got him.
Whoa, look at this guy all decked out. In his dress. Oh, what did he drop? Oh, I got the chain helmet. Nice.
Oh,
Well,
helmet's still up there. Must get the helmet.
Get the golden helmet.
Alright, I got the gold helmet. I'm gonna make sure my helmet is perfect again.
You gonna wear that? Save her for Mom. She likes wearing the gold stuff.